I'm in a hotel right now. My family are out to an amusement park, and I stayed in the room because I wanted to sleep and have some time for myself. I just feel like I'm in this space right now in my life that I'm learning to enjoy my time alone more than ever before. And I feel like this is something like a lot of people can hear on social media and this and that. People saying like the importance of being alone and stuff. And being in this space that I've had more time, and I am having currently more time to like reflect on myself, reflect on my past and my traumas, and I don't know, rethinking what kind of future I want for myself and what kind of people I want to be surrounded by, and what are the things in myself that I need to fix that I didn't realize before. And but for me, I think I wish right now that I've had done that way before. It's not that I didn't do it a year ago or 2 years ago. Like, I've always been very introspective. I've always like kept my diaries and been in tune with my emotions, but I think many times I tended to lie to myself, I guess. I feel like I knew what the answer was. I knew what I should be doing. I knew what was the best decision for me, for my life, for my health, for anything in terms of relationships even. But I feel like when you are so attached to a person, to a place, or to something, it's something about it that stops you from being very honest with yourself, looking at your eyes and say, hey, you know the answer, you know you should do this, you know this is not right for you at the moment, you know that you should be doing this. But then when you are attached to something or to people or anything, I feel like it stops you from being honest, see things clearly, and accepting the reality for you to grow. Because when you have an idea in your mind, when you have kind of like an emotion within you and you don't know why, it's usually God talking through you, God giving you signs, God giving you emotions so that you can realize and actually make the action to change your reality. Making a space that you can be alone, that you have to think about everything that is happening in your life, everything that is happening within yourself, your growth. People grow so rapidly these days, especially like with social media, the information that we get. We want to learn about something, we can get the answers like this these days, and I feel like that constant rain of information make human beings grow very fast these days. And I feel like that's especially why it's so important to be in tune with who you are at the moment. I feel like it's very important for you to sit with yourself, make a space, a time for you to sit with yourself and ask yourself like, hey, are you okay? What are you feeling? And then you get to understand, like, what are your fears, what are your insecurities, what are your traumas that you have to heal in order for you to stop acting on negative traits. I feel like I've been being in this space helped me a lot to grow. And I don't know whether people realize that, because I've been so like isolated and not I feel like I've lost many friends as well. Some people may say it's good, some people may say it's bad, I don't know. But for me, I feel like I've gained the power to know what's best for myself, know what kind of people I want to be surrounded by, know my worth as well. Like I feel like I'm naturally a person, for example, that gives a lot to people. When I like someone, I don't even need to love them in order for me to want to, I don't know, just give presents, be there for them every time they need me, or just be very like supportive and check in on people. I feel like when I really like someone, I try to do that. But I just realized that in this past few months that I do too much too early. And not that I'm saying that, okay, I should not give so much positive energy to people early in relationships, whether it's friendships, whether it's romantic relationships, but I feel like I give them too much before knowing whether they are willing to reciprocate that same kind of energy to me. Because at the end of the day, I feel like no one is obligated to give anything to anyone unless you want to, you know. So if someone doesn't really like me, but I like them, they'll probably don't give the same energy that I will give them naturally. So I was like, do I really know like what kind of people in my life are willing to give me the same love, the same care, the same consideration that I am giving to them? And when I stopped to think about that and I stopped like observing people around me, I just realized that most people, they are not reciprocating the same kind of like energy that I want to be given. And that doesn't mean that they are a bad person. Again, everyone have different characters, everyone have different priorities, way of thinking, and I just came to this like, you know, realization that because like when I was younger, like I will feel really bad, like really really sad when I notice that someone is not like giving me back the same kind of love that I give them. I just saw that as a betrayal. But now, like, once I had this space to like really reflect on my thoughts, my feelings, and everything in my life, I just realized that people, they don't have any obligation to give you anything in the first place. And I feel like for me, since I am a person that gives so much, like I really give so much. I don't know whether it's a Leo trait or just I was born like that, but like I'm a very, very giving person in terms of anything, in terms of support, love, presence, words. Like, I'm really, really supportive. So I just realized that I need to start finding those kind of people for myself, because if not, I will leave any kind of friendship, any kind of relationship feeling like I'm giving too much, like I am way too much. And that's not true, you know. I just realized that's not true. It's just that I'm picking the wrong kind of people to be with me. And when I realized that, I feel like everything shifted in my environment, in my way of thinking, how like I show up for others or for myself. It's not that I am cold right now. Like I am still the same kind of Sabrina that everyone knew, but I have my limits right now, and I have more clear observation when it comes to creating friendships or creating or finding a romantic partner for myself. Right now, I'm not really open for a relationship, but when I start being open and having more time to spend on romance, I think I will have way better skills than I had before in my last relationship, in terms of like just knowing what the other person is willing to give. Make sure to have a conversation about that if needed. And yeah, I just really love this space that I'm able to think for myself, trying to figure out who I am as a person, and it makes me really happy to be in this place. I feel like I'm so much in peace. I feel good just living life, because at the end of the day, no one cares. Like, people overthink so much, especially me. Like, I don't feel like I've met someone that can overthink more than me, because literally I overthink so much. It's just like a born trait, because I've always been like this. And yeah, I try to, try to fix that a little bit, and I think I've got better at it, to just live life without overthinking, without strategy so much, or without scheduling everything. Like, I was really like very punctual person since childhood, or maybe that's how my parents raised me, maybe. But yeah, I think I'm now in this season of my life that, now that I know what kind of person that I am, and what kind of people I want to be surrounded by, what kind of values I want to live upon, I just know how to navigate my life in an easy way, while not stressing myself out, overthinking about scenarios, overthinking about, oh, what this person is gonna think of me. Like, if they like me, they like me. If they don't like me, they don't like me. If someone wants to live, well, it's their life. If they want to live, they can live. At the end of the day, it's gonna hurt. Yes, it's gonna hurt. My last relationship, my ex decided to end the relationship because of his problems, and it took me really a long time to get over that, because I loved him so much, and I still love him. I will always love him. But at the end of the day, when you realize that people need to live their own life, and sometimes people come for a reason, and we learn things about each other through the relationship, and then once that time ends, then they have to leave, or we have to leave. But that's okay, that's totally okay. And I just been in this space of accepting that kind of aspect of life. I'm just living through it, and I just, yeah, it's a different kind of it's different. It feels so different to be in this space. I really feel like I've grown so much mentally, emotionally. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna post this or not, but I just wanted to talk. I don't know why. I was reading a book right now. Okay, I'm gonna show the scenery because it's so beautiful. Look, it's getting... Woohoo! The view is so beautiful, literally. One of my dreams is to live in a penthouse that I can like see the view and all the buildings shining in the night. My dream is to live in a penthouse, and I know I can do this. I just know I can do this. I feel like there's nothing that we cannot do in life. Sometimes like I look back in my life and I'm just like, oh my god, like I used to live with my mom in a small apartment. I didn't know what my life was gonna be. Of course, like I was a baby, I was 5 years old, like I wouldn't think about that so much, I was just living life. But then it's like, it's crazy how life changes. That's what, like, I have so much faith in God. Like, people can I'm gonna start crying, but I feel like people they have the freedom to believe or not believe in anything. But at the end of the day, there will come a time in your life that you just feel like you need to believe in something. You just feel like it's something greater than anything that exists in this life, in this world. I do really feel it's God, and that's why I've always been like, I always have faith in Him guiding my life. I really know, I just know in my, you know, like when you don't have proof, but you just know that you are meant to live a really, really like amazing life. I feel like something big is coming for myself, for me, and I just can't wait to know like what's gonna happen in my life, because I just feel like something really big is gonna happen. I just feel like in my bones, I feel in my blood, something is gonna happen, that I'm gonna have everything that I've wanted, and every house, every car, animal, anything, living abroad, you know, like it has always been like my dream to live abroad, make a lot of money, pursue my career, have a friend cycle, a community that matches my energy, my vision, who I am as a person. And I feel like God is preparing me right now for me to go to that point that I'm always praying to Him. He knows my heart. He knows how kind I am to people, how kind I do to the world, how my heart is so pure and gentle. And I feel like those kind of people would just prosper. They would just prosper in life. He knows. Yeah. I'm gonna finish reading my book, and maybe I'm gonna go eat something after. But I think I'm gonna wait for my parents, for my father and for my sister, and then we're gonna eat. Thank you.